Right now, 10,000 Americans are retiring every single day. 73% of them have less than $100,000 in savings. That's millions of people discovering, too late, that their retirement plan doesn't work. But here's what matters. It's not that they didn't save enough. It's that the system changed, and nobody told them. This is happening to doctors, teachers, engineers, people who did everything right. This affects you directly. Whether you're 25 or 55, what's about to happen determines if you work until 70 or actually retire. If you have choices or live with regrets. If you spend your final years traveling or working retail to pay bills. So, if you're planning any retirement, watch this entire video, because most people are about to get blindsided by math they never saw coming. In 1935, FDR created Social Security. Workers pay in, government holds it, retirees collect it back. Simple. But it was built on one assumption. People didn't live long. Life expectancy was 60. You worked until 65. Collected for maybe 5 to 10 years. Done. The system was designed for short retirements. Everything changed. Today, life expectancy is 79. Some people retire at 55 and live another 40 years. We're asking a system built for short retirements to fund long ones. It's breaking under that weight. And this is where retirement stopped being guaranteed. This is where the math became impossible. Here's the structural problem nobody wants to admit. In 1960, there were 5 working Americans for every person collecting Social Security. The system was designed to work beautifully at that math. Today, 2.8 workers per retiree. By 2034, that's not decades away. That's a single mortgage cycle. That's 8 years. Social Security's trust fund gets depleted, not completely gone. But incoming taxes will only cover 80% of benefits. Automatic cuts are coming. This isn't speculation. This isn't projection. It's mathematically scheduled. Congress either changes the law or the cuts happen automatically. So if you're under 40, accept this hard truth. Social Security will not be your retirement. It will never be enough. It might be 40 to 50% of what you need. The rest is on you. That's your responsibility alone. But the biggest problem isn't Social Security. And it isn't your savings habits. It's something almost nobody notices. Something that changed everything about how retirement actually works. In the 1980s, companies made a deliberate choice. They stopped guaranteeing pensions, switched to 401s, Ks. Suddenly, you took all the investment risk. It sounded like freedom, individual choice, control. But here's what really happened. They transferred massive responsibility from professionals, people with advanced degrees, institutional resources, teams of advisors, to individuals who had zero training. Most people had never invested in their lives before this happened. And then this cascades. The average American changes jobs 12 times in their career. Every single time you switch, your 401k fragments. One account here, another there, different fees, different structures. Employer matching gets left behind. You're carrying 12 different batons in a relay race instead of one continuous sprint. By the end, you've lost momentum, lost efficiency, lost distance, thousands in fees you never noticed. But here's where it gets darker. Here's the real crisis. 40% of Americans over 65 have zero retirement savings. Zero. They're living entirely on Social Security. That's $21,600 a year. In most American cities, that doesn't cover rent, food, utilities, or medication. The math doesn't work, not even close. So people keep working past 70. Downsize homes, move in with adult children, delay medical care. This isn't hypothetical. It's happening right now. In your neighborhood, to people you know. The people who designed this system don't live with its consequences. CEOs who eliminated pensions still have defined benefit plans protecting their retirements. Investment advisors who sold 401s to the middle class, they have wealth managers, professional advisors, sophisticated strategies, advantages regular people never even hear about. There's a retirement system for people who know finance and have help, and a completely different one for everyone else. One is protected, one is precarious. This is the divide. But here's what's important. This isn't doom. The math is real. The cuts are coming. But if you understand this now and take action immediately, you're ahead of 90% of people who don't see this yet. You're not trapped. You're not doomed. You're ahead. The retirement crisis isn't coming. It's already here. And most people won't realize it until it's too late. Here's what you do this week, not next month, this week. First, understand that doing nothing has consequences. The default path, get a 401k, pick a balanced fund, is better than nothing. But it's not optimized for you. You're paying hidden fees that compound for decades. You're carrying full market risk without professional guidance. What you do this year compounds for 30 or 40 years. Small decisions become massive outcomes. Second, maximize every single tax-advantaged account available. If your employer offers a 401k match, take it. That's literally free money with your name on it. Max out a Roth IRA if you can afford it. That's $7,000 in tax-free growth every single year for 40 years. Do the math. $7,000 times 40 years times compound growth. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Most people leave this money on the table because the system is intentionally complex. Third, consolidate your accounts. If you have old 401s, Ks from previous employers sitting around, roll them into a single IRA. See exactly what you're paying in fees. 1 percentage point difference costs you hundreds of thousands by retirement. Call your provider. Ask. Companies don't reduce fees unless you demand it. This isn't complicated, it's uncomfortable. Fourth, accept that you'll work longer. The old model, work until 65, then stop, is over. But working longer doesn't mean suffering. It might mean semi-retirement at 70, working part-time, consulting at 75, scaling back gradually. Building this into your expectations removes the shock. It removes the desperation. Fifth, learn basic market concepts. You don't need to be a professional investor. Understand stocks versus bonds. What diversification means. Why you shouldn't panic sell during downturns. This is critical. Financial literacy is no longer optional. Spend 2 hours learning this. It's the best 2 hours you'll invest. Here's the bottom line. The retirement crisis is happening right now. For millions, it's already here. People are experiencing it today. But you're watching this. That means you see the problem. You understand the structure. You know what's coming. 30 years from now, there will be 2 groups of people. Those who understood this shift early, took action, made the phone calls, maxed out their accounts, and those who didn't. The difference? Financial security or financial struggle. Independence or dependence. Choices or constraints. The difference starts with what you do after this video ends. Pick one action, just one. Do it this week. Max out your match, Open a Roth IRA, roll over an old 401k. Learn one market concept, reset your expectations. One action, this week, don't wait. The compound effect of one decision today becomes massive in 30 years. If this helped you see your retirement differently, helped you understand what's actually happening, helped you feel empowered instead of hopeless, subscribe. We break down these structural financial problems every single week. The ones that actually shape your future, the ones that control your destiny. If you want clear, honest explanations of the systems that control your money, this is the channel that gives them to you.
Hey everyone, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more fun. It's super easy and you'll get all the updates.